1990 Leech Lake. What's the name of this club? The St. Paul.
Yeah,
Cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis of the liver.
I know, that's
Cirrhosis hunting.
cirrhosis
and,
of the
fishing.
liver.
I brought a case of beer. I said to the lady, I'm gone for 4 days. Think that'll be enough.
This is the annual meeting of the foul group.
Foul?
The foul
Yeah.
fellows.
Real foul, right?
Action.
I'm going to take some video of you guys shooting so we can analyze this later on. We'll do it's kind of
Good.
like.
Oh, I brought a TV too this year because I figured she wanted to watch the World Series.
That's right. We'll take some instructional shots so you guys can see what you're doing right here.
Doesn't start well after should be just the playoff series.
Get a
Playoffs will be
panorama of
Soon.
John's
Wait a
head
minute.
here.
If you've got a TV, do you have?
No, I
can you
don't.
wire that up? To
Yeah, you could, but I don't have.
use
I
it as
don't.
a monitor.
God, if I brought a TV, I think.
Shortwaves only at the at Leech.
Yeah. Did you bring your international receiver?
I didn't bring the big one, but I bought a different one that's still pretty powerful, and I brought a different antenna. Got a grounded
Will I
long
be
wire
able to
this
listen
time.
to BBC?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't be happy if I could.
Hey, you listen to BBC on those portable ones.
Yeah.
The BBC covers the world.
Can we
So-
call somebody?
Yeah.
We have to bring a transmitter next year so we can call Gorbachev or somebody.
Hey.
Powder. What ounce?
Is your truck open?
No.
That's what it says.
Get rid of this. Well, actually, maybe I'll hang on to this. Take a few extra shots.
Target shells.
No wonder I can't hit anything. Look at all the lack of stuff in that shell. It's just clear in there.
There's nothing in there, actually.
Like a box of cards. Let's go through these real fast. It's 11:30 already.
Tom, I was gonna see when you do the report double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, four?
Just like Duck
Shoot
Hour.
4 doubles. Oh, no, two doubles.
Two doubles.
You can shoot it from down there, this first little dent in the rocks there. Whichever you want.
Shut up. I'm shooting.
Okay, Featherston's on deck.
Yo!
Alright, let's see if he can. His technique is good here.
Paul.
Sehr gut.
Try to follow this now.
Tell my beer doesn't get warm in the car. Oh no, it's like driving sober
Oh.
from Leech Lake.
Okay, now, John, don't miss. You're on film.
2 feet below the target. Aim below the target.
Really?
Paul. Duck.
Got it?
Paul. Paul. Right. Paul.
We're going to chronicle the whole thing this time. So
Very.
everything, yeah. There you go. Trying to get. I was going to try to get Steve before, but I was too slow. Gotta look at the
Well, I
dumpster.
knew I beat my comrade.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Why?
He left on fire because he never takes the right way. I mean, we saved enough time to do all our shopping. And,
So here's the new dumpster, huh?
yeah, I'll even plug that full of holes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Doug, you brought a 357 up? Well, you can do a great deal of damage.
For those of you who are new up here or can't remember anything past last night, you have to hold your glass like this, face the east. This is an annual tradition.
east.
That away, somewhere.
You always saw it, so it's
Close
face
enough.
Close enough. The
Everybody-
moose.
We repeat the skulls and then everybody drinks everything in their glass. And if anyone does anything wrong, then we have to do it all over again. Some years we never get out of the cabin. We just do this all day.
What happens if I drop my meat into my fondue?
That's another story. Repeat after me these words. Look to this day.
Look to this day.
Look
For it is
tomorrow.
life.
For it is life.
The very life of life.
Very life of life.
In its brief course.
In its brief course.
By all the verities and realities of our existence.
The verities and realities of our
The
existence.
bliss of growth.
The bliss of
The
growth.
splendor of action.
Splendor of action.
The glory of beauty.
Glory of beauty.
For yesterday has been a dream.
Yesterday's a dream.
Tomorrow is only a vision.
Tomorrow is only a vision.
But this day well lived.
This day well lived.
Makes every yesterday a dream of happiness.
Makes every yesterday a dream of happiness.
And every tomorrow a vision of hope.
Every tomorrow a vision of hope.
Great welfare this day.
Great welfare this day.
Le sola appa.
Le sola appa.
Der klare dag.
Der klare dag.
Einen Hilsen mit Wiggenschlag.
Einen Hilsen mit Wickenschlag.
Up to Melket.
Up to America.
Einen Bewerket.
Einen Bewerket.
Alles Amen.
Alles Amen.
Skol Leech Lake.
Skol Leech Lake.
Skol Central Bog.
Skol Central Bog.
Skol Partridge Point.
Skol Partridge Point.
Skol Margaret and Ted.
Skol Margaret and Ted.
Skol Lee.
Skol Lee.
Skol Emil.
Skol Emil.
Skol Pafishkin.
Skol Pafishkin.
Skol the Mallards.
Skol the Mallards.
Skol the Bluebells.
Skol the Bluebells.
Skol Pafishkin.
Skol Pafishkin.
Skol for Yachten.
Skol for Yachten.
Skol for Skiheit.
Skol for Skihead.
Skol.
Skol.
A fish.
A fishkin.
Something you just passed through.
Jeez. That's pretty large.
Actually,
Wow, any comments on breakfast as long as we're going here?
one more toast?
Breakfast is all right as
Where are
long
the
as they serve
pancakes?
sausage.
Doug doesn't get enough bacon.
Passable.
Hey Doug, you getting enough bacon?
Really pisses me off. Every year, I come up here with 15 pounds of bacon and I get 1.5 slices.
You got four.
Give this guy some bacon.
Yeah, but they're 6 inches long by a ½ inch wide.
This is editorial by Doug Tate.
That's right. How about down on the other end? Any comments here? Terry?
Pancakes.
No, he's
Terry, give us a critique of the coffee.
Cannon has been usually gets. Since I got 2 more days of eating, I'm not saying anything.
We predict that he will be delivering a 15-pound Chitoma.
And write it down.
Now I can be sleeping up because of the.
A 15-pound wombat.
Chitoma.
That's right.
And you're
Wombat.
going to do the C-section?
In the blind.
It's going to be one of the largest episiotomies you can ever.
There will be no anesthetic.
Yeah, but he won't suffer. He won't suffer.
Take a picture of those.
Take the plate and pass it down, please.
I won't
Anybody
suffer.
for more?
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, delicious.
You won't suffer due to your sleight of hand, huh?
Scott, do you want more bacon?
And I think
That was a
I
nice
didn't hear the other shot, and I mean I know I was on it, and I know I hit it, but Steve said he shot too, and we must shot exactly the same time. That's why I folded so hard.
Well, I was right behind you, so I watched.
Yeah, I mean you can tell I hit it.
Honestly, that was
Well, I shot at the
Four.
Five.
We were at the up on this year, opening day, and I was shooting this new one.
I don't think I got a good shot.
Just like that
except
guy.
for the first two breaks.
And these two doves came in about
I got
30
one good
yards
shot.
across
Yeah, I
the
noticed.
Very
and I just was knocking the piss
Two
out
good
of them.
shots. Two.
Just as I swung to shoot, they both
Of course.
Ja, jongens, volgt de stief begint toch nog de hut te liep.
Black the lieber. 1, 2, 3, Supra.
Boom.
Schneider.
Herr Schneider, Alles in und so weiter.
Yeah, I just put it down, it's like, oh, well, okay. You're smart, you know, you're a smart bird, you got out of the... Yeah. You got 15 now.
Don't bounce with the music.
No, I'm about to with the music.
You'll be sorry.
I believe it. I believe it. No, they,
Dogs know he's better. I mean, yours, you had their dog.
I usually bounce anyway. It doesn't matter much.
Smile.
Dave, I think it's a
Can't
fair
hard
bit.
go down. Well, I mean, it's probably sitting where I get it.
Although maybe the unedited version is better. I don't know. We'll get a close up of the St. Eugene thing.
And I still think it's, you know, because they said,
Zero in.
back, oh, yeah, dog walk, everyone was back.
Got zero in on people.
All right, everybody, let's eat. Front and center.
I do not think that was a rooster.
And then sometime this fall or this winter, we'll
I like walking
big game
walking
people.
Gotta get a shot of that.
We got it. We got it.
Impregnated with beer, eh?
Try them. See what I mean? Yeah, that's why I should watch it. It might not be too bad because it's just got me.
Hey, John.
You boil them off.
Oh my goodness!
Never be afraid of that.
Say something in German.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not bad.
Between your legs. Put them back in there with the
I'll
sausage.
count to 10
They
in
wouldn't
German
be
for you.
overcooked and dry out. It's juice in
I'm swine dry, I can get to 3, but that's it.
We'll pass this on to Tommy.
Danke für viele Fürste.
Pass
I need
it
a
to-
beer. Well, get one. Damn it. Here's a glass.
Thank you, Mo Brown.
That's my glass.
Enough head on there for trying out.
The way you should drink beer.
The
glass when I'm having.
I'm just letting this happen. I'm not going to prompt this at all.
Are you, I don't see the little red light on.
Believe me, it's
I like the ones with the little red light so you know when to behave.
Say, the rest of you can join us if you'd like to.
Thank you. No, we were kind of waiting, you know, we're flying.
I knew it. You.
What do I...
Bitch! Ask him to say it again because I'll never repeat it.
Say it again.
Oh, John, you bitch.
Oh, did you have something you want
This is a
to
great-
say?
No, not really.
This is a great shot.
Not on film.
It's been going on since the 8th grade too, I bet.
That's right.
No, he had plenty.
John Featherston. And what did we see each other first in the fourth?
He had plenty in the
He took me over to
8th
his house in
grade.
4th grade and took me up to his bedroom to show me the first Playboy I ever saw.
In the 4th grade?
Is that true?
Cover up that camera! No, out of here!
Shasha Gabor in it.
Shasha Gabor.
Stephen, I want to say that you've been telling that story for 22 years now, and that is absolute horseshit.
It is not.
Yes, that
I
is.
speak the truth.
You
Second
oh.
Playboy.
It wasn't John Eddie Gabor, it's Jane Mansfield.
What's that?
Yeah, it could have been. Stephen, that is another absolute lie, just like the lies you've told your father about me all these years.
Poor Jesse.
I am really disappointed in you, Stevie.
Maligned.
Stevie. I am really... I think tomorrow
I
morning...
tingle when you say that.
I think we should call Kathy tomorrow morning and have a little talk. Cut that camera! Cut the camera! Out of here! No, no news media.
You're so cute together.
We could call out.
And you've been so discreet all these years.
Yeah, it's like, this is the first time we've known you guys
Different
for
cities.
30
It's the
years.
90s after all.
That's right. That's right.
Anything goes, right?
And they're out of the closet.
Well, that's nice to know.
You have now blue cheese on your lens.
Oh, it's perfect. This is it.
Went into a tattooist, and she wanted something very specific. She wanted a tattoo of Elvis Presley on her inner thigh. He said, well, I'm glad you came because this is really one of my specialties. So he worked for about an hour and a half on her inner thigh, and what he thought was probably his finest. And he said, well, you know, he's real proud and everything. He said, what do you think? And she looked down and she said, it looks like a piece of shit, or it's shaved. And they said, oh, no, this is Elvis Presley. And he said, you're disappointed. I'm very good at this, and I'll do the other side for free. So he worked and worked, and he finally
How high
came
up on the unit side?
very high, very, very high. Almost
Crotchal area?
That's a medical term.
the medial crotchal area, if you know what, if you get my drift. And there was Elvis again, and he was really proud, and she looked down and she was still really quite disappointed in the quality of the work. So he got sort of pissed off. He said, listen, lady, this is what I do for my life. This is my specialty. This is the finest tattoo you'll ever have of Elvis Presley. And he said, I'm going to go get Joe Blow off the street. He's going to make the decision. So he goes out, picks up this drunk that can't even walk. And he said, listen, you go in there, you identify the famous singer, and if you come up with the right answer, I'll give you a quart of vodka. So he stumbles in there, and he looks, and she spreads her legs. He looks on this side, and he looks on this side. And well, I don't know who the twins are, but the guy in the middle is Willie Nelson.
Now I remember the joke.
Now there's a bookend if you don't do that, and I just heard from a patient's mother, professional, I suppose. And you can do the same type of thing, but with professional boxers. And a lady went into the tattooist and wanted one of Tyson. I don't know anything about boxing. And the same thing. So he does Tyson on this side. Wasn't good enough. Tyson on the other side. Wasn't good enough. Goes out, get the same problem, the same drunk. Quart of vodka is the price. Are you okay? It'll grow back. Comes in. And he says, I don't know who the two guys are. What are the goes on? Well, the guy in the middle is Don King.
Right, that's even better.
Can you start over again?
This girl
Don't wreck his
this
rhythm.
girl inside says,
We got the important part.
this girl inside
What?
says, come in. And so he walks in, and there's this girl in a hammock with no arms and no legs. And she says,
Can I turn this off?
and she's no arms and no legs. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you. I just wanted to know, my father, if I could hunt on my father's farm. And she says, well, he isn't here, but I'm sure you can. There's no problem. And let's just go ahead. She said, by the way, she said, I've never been hunting before. Could you please take me with you? And he thinks, oh, he's got compassion on this poor gal. So he says, okay. So he carries her and, doesn't quite know how to set her there, but he sets her, lean up against the fence. And he says, well, you can watch me go pheasant hunting. And she says, okay, this is so nice. I've never had this happen before. So he's just about to leave with his gun. And she says, mister, she says, I don't know how to say this, but I've never been kissed by a man before. And he thinks, oh, geez, well, here's a big chance, so he gives her a little kiss. And he turns around and goes, pheasant hunting. She says, mister, she says, I've never been felt by a man before. So he thinks, oh, geez, so he builds her up a little bit. And
That's
says,
how they do it, Steve? Like that?
That's how I do it. No wonder I haven't ever gotten a good punch.
Let's send a copy of this to Kathy.
Turn off that camera. Well, anyway, so he pulls the blouse down. He goes out and to go off hunting, and she says, mister, she says, I've never been fucked by a man. Oh, jeez. So he thinks, well, God, how am I going to do this? So he looks at the fence, and she's leaning against it. So, he lifts her up and he hangs her on the fence, and he So Anyway,
hey, Steve,
so
could you stand up and do that again?
so finally, you know,
We want to zoom on that one.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then finally they're finished, and he does his pheasant hunting, and he gets his limited pheasants, you know, and the sun's going down, just like tonight, and he carries the gal up and takes her up on the porch, and Ma and Pa Farmer is sitting there, you know, in their rocking chairs, and there's a kind of a swinging, you know, chair there hanging from the porch ceiling, and so he lays the gal, you know, and he says, "Geez, Mr. Farmer," he says, "I really appreciate you, you know, letting me hunt on your property, and I really appreciate it, and I got my limited pheasants, and it's just been great." And the farmer looks at him, he says, "Well, you know, I'm the one that should be appreciative. I really appreciate you taking my daughter out and being so nice to her today." He says, "Oh, it's no problem." And the farmer says, "And I especially appreciate you bringing her back." He says, "Most guys leave her hanging on the fence."
I'll laugh. I'll laugh for that.
And she says,
That's
"Mister,"
how
she says, you know, no, actually not this guy, it was his brother. And she says, you know, "I've never been kissed by a man before." And so he gives her a little peck on the cheek. And she says, "You know, mister," she says, "I've never been felt by a man before." So he, you know.
How do you do that?
Same damn move.
And he says, she said, "You know, mister," I don't know how to say this, "I've never been fucked by a man before." He takes one look at her and he throws her in the ocean. He says, "You're fucked now."
Oh.
Locking you up.
Stephen? Oh, Stephen, would you please come back?
I've not only heard it, I've told it more times than I'd like to admit.
There was a young Texan who was in England, and he was on a business trip, and he goes into a restaurant, and he sits down in the restaurant, and he says to the lady behind the bar, he says, "Well, do you all have any tea here?" And she said, "Well, certainly, Mr. Texan, we have 3 kinds of tea. We have French tea, which is 90% aroma, 10% body. We have German tea, which is 90% body, 10% aroma. And we have our own English tea, which we push very hard." And he said, "Well, if you're pushing your own English tea, I think I'll try that, ma'am." He said, "So give me some of that English tea." So she brings it out, and she said, "Here you go." And she said, "Mr. Texan, do you have tea in Texas, too?" And he says, "Well, we sure do, ma'am. We also have 3 kinds of tea. We have FART, which is 90% aroma, 10% body. We have SH. Would you shut up? We have SHIT, which is 90% body, 10% aroma." He says, "We have CUNT, which we push very hard." Cut.
Classic.
Cut.
Classic.
Go to camera 2. And wasn't it like pockets?
No, Diane, he'd lean on the organ, wouldn't he? Like this? He was just leaning on like that.
His organ or?
No.
We're talking about Cletus Freiberger here.
What was
Yeah.
he? A teacher or something? But I don't know, what position was he in when he go?
Diane!
He said,
Hang on, I heard
"The graduation's off." He said, "You're all going home." He says, "Diane's the only one's going to graduate." John, you used to do it great.
Kenfer,
You used to do that.
Kenfer, you and
I've had
Fox.
it. I've had enough.
You're out of the
Get
class.
here. Finishing out in the hall. Cheddar, you too. And the rest you can all follow him if you want.
Oh, shit.
That's about it.
Oh. We'd go over to Franzieland and shake this. We'd go to Franzie's used to be across the street. Now it's a
Yeah,
Sentry.
Franzies.
And we'd go over to Franzieland and
Franzieland.
shake the snow off his trees for cokes. Did you ever do that? Yeah, you did that.
No, no.
Yeah, bullshit. At least twice a week. We'd go over there and he'd pay us cokes to shake the snow off his trees when we'd get kicked out of class or when we were supposed to be shoveling the snow in the parking lot. They'd let us out to
Yeah.
shovel snow in the parking
Not sure
lot.
why I'm taping this.
I remember the safety patrol.
Not sure why I'm taping
Remember
this.
the safety patrol in
Oh, yeah.
Shamrock?
Shamrock was like
That was the
king,
best deal in
king of the
town.
safety
Yeah, I mean,
patrol.
you get on the safety patrol, you can leave for
No, the best
day.
deal in town was playing golf.
Gary
with
Orton. Gary Orton used to send us down to,
Send you.
send me down to the golf course
Lincoln Park?
before school was over, about an hour before, to make reservations so that we could get down and play golf. So I got out of school like at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, but you had to ride like 6 miles.
Well, yeah, I'd
to
ride
do
my
it.
bike down there, but what the hell? In 7th grade, that was a great deal.
All I remember in his class
Where's
was sending
he
in for
today?
things.
Yeah, and then we'd golf. Amazing.
Jermaine, you were here today?
No. He's a minor league ball player. He's a real.
Gary Orton, he's still around somewhere. He's got like a principal somewhere.
He's a good guy.
All right, here we are. We're not sure where we are, but we're here.
Ready to,
Hey, John. Here we are. Finally. Scene. That's Steve's.
yeah.
Well, there's Tom.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
I think that tape's gonna need some editing.
It's all right.
It does, doesn't it?
At least the sun isn't in our faces.
Any sage comments for the camera here? Yeah. Words of wisdom.
The way to make money in the stock market is to buy low and sell when the stock gets high. If the stock doesn't get high, you don't buy it in the first place.
Thank you.
Well done.
That's right.
I want to get this thermos on. I don't think
I'm gonna zoom it. Do a zoom in here. Bart Simpson thermos. What's in there?
I can see oil, the residue from my chicken going. Mixed in. Oh, out front. Down.
Single, 11 o'clock.
Do you guys want to say anything embarrassing or anything?
We have no ducks.
We have no ducks. That's pretty embarrassing.
I don't like any of I want to go home.
Yes, sir. Could you give Doug a ride back to the lodge?
wave.
Hello. Why?
Oh,
He
why?
has no ducks.
Oh. A wave at the duck.
Yeah. Hello,
There you go.
duck.
There's John. Go ahead, crank one.
I got two. Two what? Two shots? Two ducks.
Two ducks.
Well, I like logs also. Oh, yeah. I'd love to be there when Featherstone starts telling his wife how many ducks he got.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the cooler full, honey. I brought this whole cooler full of ducks I shot. White one? I'll set her straight. Yep.
No, Tim did get one, but I had to kill it. I had to finish it off for him.
That clock.
Go away.
She started getting real weird.
Put it on your head. This is a John Featherston. This is a duck hack. A different angle. That's nice. I like that. This is John Featherston's 9th duck.
No, I didn't shoot that time, Dave.
Oh.
I'll let that one be yours completely.
Okay. I got a duck ass here in my picture.
John, you gotta take a Tom, turn around.
Look at that. Tons of ducks.
Tom?
Tom's on the front.
Tom.
Tom, turn around.
Coming over. Sit down. God damn.
They're all over us. They're everywhere. I got some nice action shots though. This will be a good.
Does anybody want to come over and rub it?
You got to do this for just a second more.
Let me blow the head off that thing.
Oh, yeah, nice head.
You trying to fuck a duck?
No, it just doesn't drain like this. Oh. Boy, a friend of yours who did the Serco. The guy ought to be shot.
No kidding. Well, that was wonderful.
I think that.
Yeah, we got a lot of shooting. Got a lot of ducks. Anybody allergic to that?
No.
You can get Schneider doing the real thing here now. Instead of a duck coming out of your pan.
Did you get that on tape?
Yeah. There they are. The ducks. Where'd they get the ducks?
Lee said we got quite a selection.
Yeah.
No two alike.
There are.
Yeah. Almost as good as this. What do you mean there? Yeah. They were steady. That was nice today.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
those ducks?
Yeah, right there in front of that boat.
Yeah? Okay. Wow. Look at this stuff.
Are you eating again?
God, what is this stuff? What can we do with this, John?
Feed it to the ducks.
No, I know what we can do with it.
We can shoot at it.
Yeah,
Put it on the
toast
clay.
pigeons.
Yeah.
Toast pigeons.
Yeah.
All right.
Toast pigeons.
Let's go.
We'll shoot doubles with that.
That's right.
Tom.
It's a little windy for this, but we're gonna give it a try. All right.
Do I get a bit part in this? I want a part in this.
All right. Oh, the perfect piece. The perfect piece.
What do you think about trajectory?
I think it'll be fine.
I think
It's gonna go over.
It's gonna go over about 1 million pieces. I think.
Yeah, well, it's sort of the great pigeons.
Ready on the firing line.
Yeah.
Dave Hickey.
Pull. Go.
I can distinguish between the two. Oh yeah, the target's yellow.
Come on, Shelly. Shelly, come on.
Here, Sally.
Are we ready?
Come on.
Now, you tell me when.
Come on.
Safety off?
Safety off.
Take a picture of the toast in the saddle there first.
You got that? Okay. Pull! Pull! Pull!
You hit that gas can.
Oh, that's quite a...
That second shot was a little low, David.
Well, take this damn gun. I don't.
Good.
What a shot! You never know if you hit it or not. When a guy turned over on command.
Ready.
Hey!
Ho!
Yeah. It's like the toast.
That's the first thing you missed all weekend. I got a piece of it, though. I know I did.
Okay, well, somebody give him the real ball.